Forex market situation update. Welcome back, traders. Friday morning, just before the weekend kicks in, we want to talk about the Canadian Swiss franc here, following up on an existing short position that we initiated about 10 days ago. Price is nosediving, guys, in the last couple of days, in the last 3 days. Price is on the downside big time. As you can see, it's accelerating the downside move, which is great for us. And as you can see, throughout these the last couple of days, we actually had an opportunity to increase the position, and we throwed in a couple of more trades. So this position is getting bigger, right? It's getting bigger with every step that the Canadian Swiss is taking here on the downside. And we are really, we feel very good about the fact that price had broke away from that area, 69.98. That was our main point of reference. As you can see, it's marked here by that yellow mark. And at this point, we're about to approach, we're getting closer to 68.47, which is the big testing level and our secondary target, right? So I believe we're going to take some profit at off the table at 68.47, and then of course we'll be waiting for a clearance. We'll be waiting for price to break down that level just to come back and get aggressive again and re-increase the position again, right? So this is coming from the daily perspective. I want to show you how this would be looking like from the weekly perspective. You probably remember this one because last time I've been here, I was mostly showing this chart because, it's the best view. You can get the best view on the Canadian Swiss from this angle, especially, of course, that 69.98 I've been talking about for so long. It's been such a resilient resistance level, pushing back against price action every single time, including the time that seemed to be breaking out. From the monthly perspective, this ended up just as being a big spike, and price did not was unable to cross over 69.98 officially. But what we really were interested in back in the day when we pulled the trigger was the way price pulled back off yet another attempt to break that 69.98. It was just a couple of weeks ago. When we saw that huge spike starting to form, we knew that this is probably the last time price is trying to challenge that level. And if that's the case, we all know where price is going to go. It's going to go to the other side. Now, we are working here with a big size trading range that goes back all the way to March 2020. That's the base of this formation. And the fact of the matter is that in any step here, in any time frame, price was just coming up and pressing on that 69.98 without taking the previous lows at any stage. As you can see, this is the lowest low, and then there's a higher low and another higher low and another higher low. So what I would expect at this point, after this big encounter with 69.98, that price will not only take all the previous lows, but probably go even beyond, right? Just to solidify that breakdown by taking all these previous lows. And we also have a prominent support level at 66.79, which we highly suspect price will tag. Price will get there and will tag that level as it's taken all the previous lows, right? Now, obviously, this is a probability game. So all we do is assess probability levels, and at this point we suspect probability for what I just described is off the charts. We think is a solid case here, and that's why we're building up this position. I also want to mention the fact that we've also adjusted the stop loss level. I guess it was time, right? And we pushed the stop loss level to 70.50, still hiding above 69.98, quote unquote, of course. So yeah, it's going to be super interesting to see, what the next day, what today and the next day or two, and I'm referring to next week in that case, will produce. I think price will get to that 68.47 pretty quickly, and then of course that's going to be the big question: is what type of reaction we're going to have here, and what type of behavior we're going to have here. All right, so there you go. That's about that for this one. Canadian Swiss franc looking superb at this point. We'll definitely come back to follow up. That's about that. See you in the next one. Take care.